We are called to be the righteousness of God. Are you? Are you checking yourself? When I first read that years ago, I mean, it floored. I couldn't believe it. I mean, what a title, what a responsibility. I didn't live up to it, mind you. I tried. Um, Not hard. Not, I tried and I soon forgot. The world crept in and, you justify things away. We do that all the time. We justify our actions or our inactions. But when you really take that, I mean, you take the whole Bible in whole. You can't take it in pieces anyway, but you take that and, you add to it, not to be unequally yoked. And this is not a marriage thing. This is a friendship for those that you keep company with. And there's always the argument, well, Jesus, he hung out with the sinners and the prostitutes and the tax collectors. Yes, but he didn't take on their ways. He was Jesus. So Jesus never sinned. So he ministered God. He witnessed God. He spoke truth and encouragement. He was pointing them to God. He was there for them. He didn't become one of them. He didn't take on their practices, which is another thing we're told not to do, not learn the ways of certain groups, right? I mean, don't learn the ways of just paraphrasing, but of the pagans or the groups that were demonic. He didn't. Hence him not sinning. That's who he came for. He came down to save these people, not the people who were already healed, right? Who were already walking upright, but to save these people. Also, we're to watch our words. We're accountable for every word that leaves our mouth. Every word and every thought. It says, how can salt water and fresh come from the same stream? It can't be. We represent God. We are to conform to the image of Christ. Absolutely. Now the argument is, and it stands full well, is that we're human and we'll fail, and yes, we will. But we have to we will daily. Absolutely. But if we are to conform and be Jesus to others, we're to represent Jesus and not be a stumbling block. There's another big one. If people know you're a Christian, people know you believe in Jesus, and they don't. They might be looking or whatnot, but they know you do, and they watch you time and time again. Whatever, every twice a week you're heading to the beer store, right? You're not getting a six-pack, or even if it was a six-pack, we're told not to be a stumbling block. All right. If you're sitting out on the front porch smoking a joint, it doesn't take anybody can smell it, and they go, well, he's a Christian, I guess it's okay to get high, right? Whatever it is, you're at the casino 4 nights a week. And you justify it by saying, hey, I only take 20 in at a time. Whatever it is. You justify it, they look at it, and it bears false witness, it bears bad witness. And again, people go, oh, it's judgmental, and we're only human. Again, justification. And then there's the argument, which I'm faced with all the time, is you can't get to heaven by works. That's works. And it's works if you're not willing to do anything. If you could think you could just sit in your sin and not make any effort to change, not ask to change. A lot of people do. They ask God, okay, change me. And nothing happens. Change me. Well, that's great. I mean, it doesn't put any onus or any responsibility on them. I'm weak and change me. I mean, they, again, don't make any effort. God does not work like that. God does not, He knows your heart. He knows what you're willing to do. He knows your intentions. Again, it's a good, I don't even call that justification. I just call that an excuse to stay in your own, in your own sins, in your own habits. Because if, for those who don't, there's atheists out there who are addicts and they want to quit using. Now, unless they make so they're not crying out to God, and so they have to rely upon their own strengths and their will, and people and hopefully counselors or whatnot around them. But they don't just cry out to nobody, right? If they're atheists, they don't cry out to nobody and say, I need help, right? They have to make a willful choice to step in that direction. And there'll be a lot of steps, and there'll be a lot of fallbacks, and there'll be a lot of steps forward, and in any walk. Again. If you put a bumper sticker on your car, you got "I love Jesus" or whatever it is on your car, and you're flipping out because the red light's too long or somebody didn't signal, and I mean, you're literally hanging out the window. People see, oh, look, there's another Christian. It doesn't bear good witness. It's a stumbling block. It's not right. We have to be mindful of what we say, what we do, where we go, and who we hang with. We're known. I mean, even in the world, you're known by the company you keep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, guilty by association is, that's how that works. You could be innocent and done nothing, but hey, you've been seen with these people for months or years. Regardless, you just decided to look the other way, and it still comes back and is used against you. Well, that's the way the world sees Christians. Unless you're walking upright, and again, it's not works, but it is works when you have to, when it feels like work. Because really, it gets lesser and lesser, and it's not even an issue after a while. I mean, it becomes your nature, because you are you have the Holy Spirit that's leading you and guiding you into all truth. Pull back on yourself, pull back on the flesh, and allow the Spirit to lead you. Right? Stop. It says, hey, the flesh fights against the Spirit. Well. You have to subdue that flesh and allow the Holy Spirit to work in you and through you. Again, it's just, being stumbling blocks. I mean, we want to witness. Again, I think the biggest witness that is going to occur is from here on in, like from now until the end days. I mean, how rough it gets, and the things that are going to happen, and how bad, I mean, how horrible things will actually be on all accounts. How you as a Christian stand throughout it, how you face these problems. People are going to go, wow, I want that. I want some of that. Look at that strength. That is not by any doings of that person. That's God, right? As Jesus died, and he died early. I mean, if you look at the act of crucifying somebody, I mean, it was only hours that he died, and the guard said, surely he is the Son of God. I mean, they knew They knew, right? I mean, they doubted and whatnot to begin with, but because of the manner of which he died and how quick and that particular crucifixion, how that if you study that Jesus's crucifixion, that was so obvious to them, because that was not a normal manner, and how fast that he I mean, it was supposed to be a lingering painful death, and it was only a matter of like 3 hours or so. So that bore witness. Well, surely he was the Son of God. Well, we are to represent that, and so how we go through battles or hardships and experiences, people will see that. I mean, that is going to be your witness. So again, watch what comes out of your mouth and what you do. Don't be a stumbling block. Right? We're supposed to point people to Jesus, not turn them from. All right. God bless and enjoy your weekend.